Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and this rant from my kitchen, done on YouTube Live because I still don't have my video editor back up, is about Ben Shapiro's video that I'm going to link below. Shapiro slams the left for cheering horrid pro-abortion speech. And in this speech, a high school valedictorian, instead of giving her approved speech, went off on how um, she and all other high school girls will have all of their hopes and dreams completely dashed to the ground. They'll be unable to do a single meaningful thing in their lives if they wind up getting pregnant. And she's scared to death. Well, if you're that afraid that you can't cope with having a baby, let's see. You can take this simple thing of pencil leads. And you can 100% prevent pregnancy by grasping something like this between your knees and keeping it there. Yes. And you don't even have to do something that complicated. There's this other invention, and it's called pants. And if you keep your pants on, that is 100% successful in preventing unintended pregnancy. And evidently, they don't teach that in this girl's school. So, first of all, she is way, unless she is a complete trollop who's making it with the whole football team on a daily basis, the odds of her getting pregnant, if she's actually, using half a brain and a condom and the $9 a month to get birth control pills at Walmart or the freebies from your local Planned Parenthood. I mean, supposedly she's the valedictorian. She's so smart. She should certainly know how to get reliable birth control. The idea that only girls are vulnerable to having their hopes and dreams completely dashed by a pregnancy. Yeah, you see, the boy who gets her pregnant, he can pay child support for the rest of his life, and that won't even inconvenience him a little tiny bit. That won't cause him any problems. Why? Well, I guess because he's a man and men are capable and women are just pathetic, because that's what this girl's message is. It's, I'm a girl. I'm so fragile and pathetic that I can't cope in a man's world with a woman's body because women's bodies are just inferior in every way, and we need surgical correction to be able to compete with men. So, I mean, there's that. Ben Shapiro does rip into her for this idea that I can't have a life if I don't kill a baby. This is why the left hated Sarah Palin so much, and it's why they hated Amy Coney Barrett so much. These are women who rose to the top in spite of having 5 kids, including one of those yucky Down syndrome babies that should be weeded out in the womb, because we all know that kids with Down syndrome are just yucky, right? That's the pro-choice thing, which you want to force a woman to have one of those icky, yucky, horrible Down syndrome babies. Get it away from me. But these women managed to have their 5 kids, including kids with Down syndrome, which they kept in the house even, like they're people. Imagine that. And rose to the top. Their hopes and dreams weren't dashed because they thought of themselves as capable human beings and not pathetic little things that just some life throws me a problem I can't cope. I need a coloring book and a puppy and some Play-Doh and a safe space. No, this girl needs to get a life. Now, I am going to have to kind of chew Ben out for one thing. I mean, he does point out that rape abortions are such a tiny percentage as to be, frankly, negligible. And actually, the research shows that women who are pregnant through rape actually abort at a lower rate than women in the general population, because they do not want to add the trauma of an abortion to the trauma they've already experienced. And a lot of women after rape who have abortions say that the reason they had the abortion was because people wouldn't believe that they'd actually been raped unless they'd have an abortion. They go, well, obviously it was consensual, or you wouldn't want to be having your rapist's baby. As if being raped somehow makes her less of a mother to her own child, as if she's nothing but the ground in which the rapist plants his seed. But then Shapiro goes on to say that most abortions are because the woman doesn't want the baby. That is way oversimplistic. It's mostly that she does not feel prepared to deal with having a baby at this particular time. It's not she wants this baby to die. It's she's been taught what this girl has been taught, which is that she's fragile, she's pathetic, she's weak, she can't cope, she doesn't have any inner resources, there's nobody outside that's willing to help her. She's taught that that fetus will totally derail your life. You can't cope, you can't cope, you can't cope. And so these young women are looking and believing this lie they've been told, that if they have this baby, their life's going to be absolutely ruined. They've been taught not to see any other option. And they're not climbing on the abortion table. Most of them aren't gleefully, I killed a little son of a bleep. It's because they don't think they can cope. And these lefties are applauding the idea that women are pathetic, that they're incapable of coping, and that, although men can pay child support and live a rich, full life and have a career and go to college and do all those other things, women can't take on the responsibility of a child and a job. They can't take on the responsibility of a child and school. Men can do it. A man who bails on a kid he makes is a deadbeat dad. A woman who bails on the kid she makes is a woman exercising a choice. And what's more, she's a strong woman with hopes and dreams. This girl's speech is just, it encapsulates what's wrong with the whole pro-choice movement. And that's that it is predicated on the idea that women are pathetic, weak, incapable, can't deal with it if life throws them a curveball, and that they're too damn stupid and slutty to keep their pants on. That's it.